Hey everyone. I haven't posted in a minute because I've been dealing with some health issues. And so I post about a whole bunch of stuff, but my God, I do not like talking about health stuff. It's so personal. But the last few months, been in the hospital a couple of times. And gosh, where do I start? Starting with, right now with, COVID, coronavirus going on, we think about health disparities, right? So first time I was in the hospital a few months back, met with a doctor. I got a diagnosis for what was going on, and I had to have surgery. And for the first time in my entire life, I don't have insurance. I don't have health insurance. Oh my God. That's a whole nother story. But anyways, I had insurance my whole life. So once I don't have insurance, what happens? Dun, 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 right? So, get this doctor in this very prestigious hospital. In fact, is one of the most prestigious hospitals out here in this land that I live in, right? And this doctor told me that, hey, just after you have this surgery, you'll be back like new, no big deal. And in fact, right afterwards, because I had to modify my diet, you can go eat Popeye's chicken right afterwards. Why he chose Popeye? I wonder. And you'll be back to work in 48 hours. Don't worry, you'll be good. And so I ended up having to go to the county hospital. Yes, I had to go to the county hospital. No one wants to go to the county hospital, nor do you want to tell anybody, but I went there. And I'm so grateful. I'm very, very grateful. And so I met a doctor who I call my angel doctor. It was a white female. And this physician made sure, she told me from the first time she met me, she would not just go with the diagnosis of the first doctor at the pristine hospital, but instead she wanted to make sure that she took care of the whole me. And she assumed that I had more issues than what I was previously diagnosed for. She was so right. I ended up having 3 procedures in 2 weeks. I was in the hospital for 9 days. And so some of the things that came up for me while I was there, looking at health disparities and looking at how our biases can impact people's health, whether you live or die, whether you are impaired for the rest of your life or not, right? So while I was there, you're on quarantine in the hospital, really can't leave the little hallway that I was on. The only doctors who touched me, physically touched me without a glove, was white female doctor who was my advocate, my health advocate the entire time, and black doctor. The other doctors, they were great. They gave me great information and insightful. I felt like they were concerned, but no one touched me. Only my white female doctor. She would pull up a chair and sit next to me. She was basically my only friend. You don't fraternize with other people. You don't know what other illnesses or things they're dealing with. So that was one. So the other part of it was that she went above and beyond to find out that not only was my issue more extensive than I thought, but she also found there was a whole nother unrelated issue, only because she did all the necessary tests to make sure I was whole. My whole body was taken care of. And so I was okay while I was there, until I got ready to go into the operating room. That was the one time that I was like, I got scared. I was really scared. And I was, they prep you for surgery. I don't know if any of you have had it. Felt really scary. I thought about what if the person who does my surgery, what if this person doesn't like black people? What if he's a staunch Trump supporter? Just black people, and he just, what if that bias that that person may have in their subconscious impact the surgery that I'm about to receive? And literally, I will tell you, I have never been more scared in my life. Just the whole thought of the, what could be. Did I pray? Yes, for everybody who's hey, pray, girl. I already been there, done that, right? But the reality of laying on a table, preparing to go into surgery and not knowing who's going to cut you open was a scary thought. And as God would have it, I had my angel doctor was actually the one who performed the surgery. And so I go back to the original doctor at the Pristine Hospital who told me my diet, don't worry about it. He told me to eat fried chicken on the way home from the hospital. I kid you not. My angel doctor reminds me that it's important to allow my body to metastasize food again in a normal way and to modify my diet, and that any surgery on your tummy is, they go through skin, fat, muscle, and then organs to do surgery in there. Long story short, these small things, it seems small. The difference of me listening to obviously a white male who did not have my whole interest at heart. Maybe he was good at what he did, but he really didn't care, right? Versus a female who was dedicated to the whole patient, right? And I'm saying white, black, and all these things because guess what? And female and male, because these things are really critical sometimes. And so for me, I am forever, ever, ever thankful for my angel doctor. His name's Dr. Brown. And, I'm forever thankful, and I'm on my way back to being 100% healthy. But it's so important. So with all of the things we have going on with Black Lives Matter and health disparities and breaking down systematic racism and all that, these things are real. And it's not the big glaring things. It's not, the hundreds of white people with AK-47s that were at Stone Mountain this weekend. Now that was a bit much, but it's the small things that we think are small until you're on an operating table and a lot of thoughts go through your mind. So you know what? For all you out there who are fighting the good fight, keep it up. We appreciate you, and I appreciate you. Take care.